Hi, I'm Larry Wood at Bandera Texas Real Estate. I'm going to bring you up to speed on wildlife exemptions. Now, you may have seen the video I've got on ag exemptions. Wildlife is a subheading, a subchapter of an agricultural exemption. You get the same tax breaks as an ag exemption, but you do different activities of it based on a wildlife exemption. Wildlife exemptions are great for a lot of my clients because they move here, they may be retired, they want to live on 100 acres or what have you, but they don't want to raise cattle and goats and tend to them and that sort of thing. So the wildlife was really kind of put in place in 2002 for the hill country because we're not farmers, we're not farm country, but we do have a ton of wildlife here, exotic wildlife, native wildlife species. So the wildlife exemption centers around the animals. So there's a whole host of different things that you can do, but basically you pick 4 different types of activities on your property that you do. You can put out nesting boxes for birds. You can have a wood pile, burn pile, whatever you want to call it, for animals, for critters, for coons and possums and snakes and things like that to live in. So you've always got a brush pile going in the hill country. So you can also have water for the animals. So you can either have troughs, or if you have a stock pond, that counts as an activity for your wildlife exemption. Also, if you're on that kind of property, you're going to be feeding deer anyway. So you put out deer feeders, bam, there's another activity that you've covered there. And you know, so there's a lot of different things that you can do for them. If you want to dove hunt, you can grow sunflowers or whatever you want to grow for stock out there for the birds. So there's lots of different things you can do for wildlife. You get the same exemption for taxes as you would for that ag exemption, and you don't have to worry about coming home and all your cattle have run off and you don't have anything to have on your exemption. So wildlife for a lot of people is really the way to go. It's more of a hands-off type of situation there, and you get the same tax breaks. So if you'd like to learn more about that, give me a holler. We'll find you a property that's already wildlife exempt, or if it's not and you want it to be wildlife exempt instead of ag, then we can go through the process of changing it over. It's a matter of paperwork of taking you from an ag exemption to a wildlife exemption, and then choose the activities that you want to do on your property. So it's a great thing for here in the hill country for property owners. Again, 50 acres that's in a wildlife exemption status, you're going to pay about $100 a year in taxes on that property. So it's a good deal for your pocketbook there, your checkbook, whatever kind of book you carry. Anyway, so glad you tuned in for this. Remember, you can see more on BanderaTexasRealEstate.com. I'm Larry Wood. If you need any help with real estate, buying or selling, give me a call.